So hello everyone, this is your Krishna from Women Today YouTube channel. So in this channel I am interviewing many women entrepreneurs and also working women across India and also across the world. So today we have a very famous guest from Delhi. So her name is Parul Agarwal. So I welcome you Parul Agarwal ma'am to this Women Today YouTube channel. She is astrologist and numerologist, past life past life
Regression therapist.
yeah, that's it, past life regression therapist. So people, you might be confused because most of the people do not these kind know these kind of terms. Past life regression therapist is a kind of thing which I'll be explaining you later in the video. And the last one is she is a theta healer. So this is also a new word for you, so I'll be explaining at the very end of the video, so no need to worry about that. So please introduce about yourself to the audience right now, ma'am.
Hi everyone. My name is Parul P. Agarwal, and as Krishna ji rightly said, well, I am a tarot reader. I'm also a numerologist. I'm a past life regression therapist, hypnotherapist, theta healer, and a life coach. I've been into this field for past 15 years, and I'm also a teacher. So I teach these modalities as well, and I have a global cointage of more than 10,000 people who have been actively engaged with me and who have helped, through these modalities. So thank you for having me here.
Yeah, it's really, I'm very humbled to see her accept my interview. So, since because Woman Today channel is just a budding channel, so she is a celebrity astrologist. She is like a very famous people in Delhi right now. So, tell us, ma'am, about numerologists. Being a numerologist, you must have seen many people coming to you and they'll be asking, like, ma'am, please tell what is my favorite number so that I'll be following that number. If I'm going to purchase anything, I'll be trying to align with that number. If I'm going to do anything in my life, so if I'm going to choose a career path, so tell us what's my favorite number. Like if I have to choose with relationship, tell us about my favorite number. So is this numerology actually, is it really the truth, or is it like something like it's based upon science? So tell us the real thing behind this kind of numerology techniques, ma'am.
All right. So, numerology is the study of numbers. So, yes, it is a science because right from the day we are born, you know, we are surrounded with dates and numbers. So, the date of birth, is a number. And if we calculate it, then we call it a life path number. And, the day which we are born, again, that day, the 7 days of the week. So we are surrounded by numbers all the time, be it our date, be it the name that was given to us, that can also be reduced to a single number, and the house we live in, the mobile number we are using. So if you will just start noticing that you are surrounded by numbers all the time, always. Okay, so it is extremely important that if we are surrounded by numbers all the time, if we can use these numbers to our advantage, if we can find out our strengths, our weaknesses through these numbers, then it is then it becomes very easy for us to estimate our own potential, and then we can use that potential to help us in our success and our careers in life, in achieving that success in careers, in our careers. So this is the reason why people consult numerologist, and just a lucky number is a very limited thing, but numerology can help you access your talents, your strengths, your weaknesses, your life purpose. It can help you determine your compatibility with other people. It can help you determine which profession is more suitable to you as per your strengths and weaknesses. It can help you determine your nature and what are the areas that you need to work upon. It also helps you determine your hidden potential, your karmic numbers. So all these things can be used to you can use it to your advantage, and use the numbers of, use this science to help you succeed in life, to help you align yourself with your life.
Yeah. The thing is that I always wanted to ask. I have seen many people telling these are my lucky numbers. I had also seen many people, like you see, like you take Dubai. There is one show. What will they do in the show is very simple. So if they are going to buy a car, they are going to buy a number plate for it. Like they'll be buying a number plate like for their favorite number. Like they'll be that what kind of thing they'll be asking that number for, like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakh, 20 lakh. The thing will go high. That's for a single number. So that's for a single car plate number. And also at the same time, people, if they're going to function, if they see anything like 66666 is like an evil number. So what do you actually tell to the people who actually do not believe in numerology? Like people who do believe in numerology, as I told in the first case, like people are ready to shell out their entire life money in order to buy a single number plate for their car, like telling, okay, we are going to travel in that car, so if we do not have that favorite number with us, then it's not good for our travel. And on the other hand, people who do not believe in any kind of numerology, even if they're going consider if they're having any kind of things with the numbers, like okay, your token number is 666, then he'll be like, okay, I'm going to stop the process because this is kind of very evil number, so I'm going to stop the process. So what will you tell to them? So like, what is the basic science between all these kind of numerologies? So if anybody do not believe in numerology, how will you make them believe that, okay, these are good and these are not good, ma'am?
All right. So, first of all, I do not make the skeptics believe in it because I believe that numerology is a science. And just because somebody doesn't believe it doesn't make it, work less. It's like law of gravity. Irrespective of whether a person knows about it or it doesn't know about it, law of gravity will work irregardless. So I always tell the skeptic, even if they don't believe it, it's only the lack of awareness and it's okay. It's perfectly fine. So maybe, so I have seen many people who were first non-believers and later in their life when they actually encountered the power of these sciences, then they became the followers. Okay, so I believe that we are always surrounded with numbers. So it's not that if you don't know about numerology or if you don't consult a numerologist, then it will not affect you. It will. So let's say if somebody is unaware and living in a house number which is not suiting to him, so of course that number which is not suiting him, it's going to affect him and they are going to suffer because of it. But since they are unaware, they will keep on suffering. But if somebody is aware, and if that person do some sort of remedies to help him align with the house number and help him align with the mobile number he's using just in case, so that is only helping him to manifest and attract more opportunities instead of obstacles in life. So that's the purpose of it. So whether you believe it, whether you don't believe it, the numbers are energy and you are affected by them. It's good that if somebody believes in it and they start using it to help them manifest more things, more opportunities in their life, then the same science will help them to succeed more. That's the thing.
Yeah, okay. Again, speaking about these numbers, ma'am, Parul Agarwal ma'am has clearly explained behind the scientific facts beyond all these kind of things. And also, I wanted to tell you a simple comedy movie, like a scene from a comedy movie. Like what they will do, these kind of rogues will be having a number with them. Like they'll be searching the what is the door of it. Like consider it is like 818, that number is, they'll be searching, go and search where is that 818, we are going to shoot that guy, and they'll be going and okay, he'll be shooting someone will be opening the door and he'll be asking, this is 818, yes, he'll be telling, then he'll just shoot that guy. Then again, that behind that rogues there will be one guy telling that, oh my god, sorry, we have to shoot that 718 guy, we have shooted the wrong guy. Hey, why are you doing this? I always told to be very sincere in your job, na. So this is very simple comic thing, but the thing is that numbers play a vital part in our life. So since in that movie, I told you a simple scene, because of the change of only single number 818, because of that 718, he killed a simple person without knowing anything. So this is a very simple fact that numbers do come and play a vital part in our life. So these are the things which I wanted to be asking to you about your new, I mean, bigger regarding numerology, ma'am. So let's move on to the next session. The next session is past life regression. So we have come to the next part of this interview. So this is like about past life regression. So Parul Agarwal ma'am is a past life regression therapist. So tell me ma'am, what is this actually called past life regression therapist? Like we have come across, I mean we have come across terms like numerologist, astrologist, hypnotherapist. So this term is like a new to everyone. Like I really do not know this kind of things. Being an astrologist, you must have seen many people know these terms because of they going to people who are doing that one. So what is this actually? Past life regression is like the karma which we have done in the past life. Does it affect our present life? So that is what is called past life regression, or it is something like different. And how do you actually help the people in order to just erase the karmas, like the bad karmas which they have done in the past life, because of which they are suffering a lot in the present life? And also tell us about clearly what steps will be done from the beginning to the end, being a past life regression therapist, ma'am.
All right. So basically, past life regression therapy is a alternate form of modality which uses hypnotherapy as the basis. Okay, so we use hypnosis as a technique. Hypnosis is a deep state of relaxation. So we use that as a technique to guide the patient or the person who's coming us to approach these therapy, to a deep state of relaxation where their conscious mind can relax and the subconscious mind gets activated. So why this therapy is done? Basically, all the past life memories, all the beliefs are stored in our subconscious mind. Okay, and because of those beliefs we suffer in our current life. Okay, so what happens is, let's say if a person is going through a situation in their life for which they have no answer, that why this is happening with me. Okay, so there are people who come up to me and tell me that, ma'am, we have never done something wrong to anything wrong to anybody, so why is this happening with me? Okay, I have been so good to this person and I have helped them and I have loved them, but yet they do bad to me, and yet they are not good to me, they are not nice to me. So what is the reason? So the reason lies in your past life karma, because we as souls, clearly mentioned in Bhagavad Gita also, have lived many lives, and all those memories are stored in our past life, in our subconscious memory. Okay, so it is important to access that subconscious mind. Okay, to be able to address those beliefs which are still there, and then we heal those beliefs, we heal those emotions, and we do the pain management to be able to help you in your current life. I'll give you an example. So let's say a person came to me and she had a problem of a recurring pain, and she had got herself scientifically diagnosed, but she could not understand where it is coming from, why it is pains, what is the reason of this pain. And when she came for the past life regression therapy, we regressed her to her past life, and there she could see that in a war, that place was the same place where she was like a king in the past life, and she got hit with an arrow on the same spot. So when we did the technique, and in between lives, when we cleared out that karma, okay, and we did the reframing and the rescripting, okay, the patient, when they were came back to their normal conscious state, that pain subsided, simply because uh, that pain or that memory of that pain got triggered in her current life. So when we do such therapies, what happens is that we address that memory which gets triggered, okay, in the subconscious mind. We heal those beliefs, and that is how a person is able to clear their karma. I'll give you another example. Let's say if a person is having a relationship issue with somebody, okay, and they are not able to understand why this person is hurting me again and again, or why this person is betraying me again and again. So when they will see their past life, they will understand the root cause, and what was their karma because of which they are suffering in the current life. And there we do the catharsis meaning that we do the forgiveness between the two souls, and we ask them to come together and do that forgiveness, and in that catharsis the karma gets resolved and even out. Okay, so when we do that in this life also, because the lesson is learned now and the forgiveness is done now, so a person will feel a relief in their current life situation with that person. So this is how we use this modality to address your karmas. We address your pains, anxieties, your childhood issues, your traumas, all those things which is stored in your subconscious mind. And coming on to the second question, which was how we do it. So simple. When a person books a appointment, first we have a very small a pre-talk, which we call pre-talk session, in which the person talks to the therapist and we find out about the background, the issue, reasons for the issue, and we diagnose everything. And only after analyzing the hypnotic capacity of a person, the therapist makes out that whether they are fit for the past life regression therapy or not. Once they are, then the therapy date is scheduled. Okay, and in that date it can be done over the video call also, or it can be done in person. The regression therapist then takes the client through a deep relaxation or a hypnotic state, in which it's not that the person will become unconscious. No, it's just that their conscious states relax down and their subconscious minds gets activated. It's like a stage of consciousness, and in that state, relaxed state, the past life memories can be accessed. They can be worked upon by the therapist. The karmas get evened out, healed, the catharsis is done, and then the person is taken back to the normal conscious state. So this is the process of the therapy.
That's a great explanation about being a past life regression therapist. So, but most of the people must have known like 90 percentage what ma'am has explained right now, and also at the same time we are seeing many movies regarding this. Like consider you take Bollywood movies like Om Shanti Om, the favorite movie where Shah Rukh Khan will be like struggling for opportunities to have a proper cinema career in the past life, and now he'll become a great star. So it's because like of the past karmas. So in order to win that past karma, he'll be taking that rebirth again. So also if you take another South Indian movie like Magadira, there is a movie. So the exact same thing what you told right now, like you had a client who have come for a past life regression therapy with you, and you have told that in the past life she had been in a war and she had been hit with a wound somewhere. So in the same way that movie will be framed like, okay, the hero heroine Ram Charan will be the hero, Kajal Agarwal will be the heroine. They both will be having a love life in the during the warrior period in the past, and because of something they will not be able to join, and they will be again taking a rebirth. Like these rebirths are mainly, I think, the purpose of rebirths in order to finish that karma. So I think once every soul have finished the karma, then they will take the mukti. That's the last stage. Will not be taking any other stage in this life. So if any person is suffering anything which is abnormal in their life, like they do not know what to do, like they actually do not know the reason why this kind of happening in my life, I think that it might be like, I won't tell you sure that it might be, I mean it must be because of the past life, but it might be like, so you can take a consultation with the Parul P. Agarwal ma'am over here in Delhi over here. So I'll just share her Instagram link in the YouTube description so that you can go message her, you can take a therapy with her, and you can just again come back normal and successful in your life. So okay ma'am. So now we are moving on to the next question. So this session of the interview is about tarot reading. So our Parul Agarwal ma'am is a very famous tarot reader. So tarot reader, according to my knowledge, I think it will be like the person who is doing the tarot reading. He or she will be having a set of cards with them, and they'll be asking us to pick up one card. So I'm the client coming to you, and they'll be asking us to pick up one card, and based upon the card they'll be telling about the future. So this is my knowledge about tarot reading. So other than that, please tell us about what exactly will you do as a tarot reader, ma'am, and also tell us, tarot reader, with the help of this, will you be able to tell about the client's future, like what's going to happen in their life, like what if good happens in their life with the help of the card, and what if something comes in the card like negatively, and what if something going to happen bad in the future. So if something comes bad in the card, so how will you tell them to correct that kind of mistakes which they will can avoid in the future? Because being a tarot reader, the people will be coming to you and they'll be asking questions like, okay, I want to know what's going to happen in my future. So if anything good is going to happen, no need to worry about that. But if anything bad is going to happen, so tell me some or the other way. So like, which temple should I go and visit, like what are the good karmas should I be doing in order to clear my things which bad going to happen in the future. So what advice would you tell to the people mainly who whom you are just seeing this tarot reading, and if anything going to happen, any kind of negative or bad things in life, what kind of advice exactly will you tell to them, ma'am?
All right. So basically, tarot reading is like a modality or a predictive science, okay, which can help you determine your feelings, your thoughts, your past, present, future, and also it's a guidance tool, okay. So tarot reading can be used for various purposes. It can be used for as a guidance tool. You can find out, what are the decisions that you can take in your life. How can you proceed further in your life? Are you taking the right decisions? Are you making the right choices? you know um, are you compatible with the person? We can also find out the feelings, thoughts. So we can also use tarot reading to find out what the other person is thinking about you, what are their intentions towards you, what are their feelings towards you. So it's a very, very broad, it has a very broad scope, unlike astrology or numerology, which can only deal with which can only deal with the facts part, based upon their numbers or based upon their astrology. It also Tarot reading delves into the emotional aspects also, so we can know about thinkings of somebody, whether somebody is good for us, what are they thinking, what about us, what are they feeling about us, what are their intentions about us. So this is why tarot reading is gaining so much popularity, because no other science can predict about somebody's intentions or somebody's thoughts so accurately and so deeply, okay. Apart from that, tarot reading, the process you were asking. So for the process, what we do is we connect with the client energetically, because tarot reading is based on the principle of energy. So here we believe that we all are energy beings and we all are connected energetically, as proven by the science also. So in tarot reading, what we do is we connect with that client like energetically, and the tarot reader acts as a medium or the channel between the higher self and the client. So since the client cannot access the higher self on their own, so tarot reader acts as a medium, and they interpret the cards, and based upon their knowledge, skill, experience, and their intuitive abilities, the tarot reader is able to decode the messages of those cards and help the clients to take the decisions accordingly in their life. Uh, about the question which you asked about how to, in case if it predicts a good thing or a bad thing. So I would say tarot reading is a predictive tool, but unlike or just like any other modality, nothing is fixed or set in stone. So let's say when we do a prediction about a client, we always tell the client that based upon your current energies and based upon your current life choices, if things go just this way, the way you are behaving today, after 5 years down the line, or let's say after 3 months down the line, after 6 months down the line, this is likely to get happen, okay. But if the client doesn't like the reality which they will see after 6 months or 3 months or let's say 5 years, then because of their free will, the client can always exercise their free will to change that reality. So let's say if I predict a client that tomorrow it is going to rain. So this is a guidance tool so that the client tomorrow can carry an umbrella with them so as to lessen the impact of that rain. Okay, so this, we should never use these sciences to get induce fear. Rather, we should use these sciences to help us manage and handle the situation even better. So let's say if a client comes to me and asked me about their health after 6 months and my cards are not showing very positive indication, then the cards are only acting as a warning that going by the choices the client is reading right now, they could be a negative a negative scenario later on. So that is like a warning so that the client can start taking corrective actions so as to change their reality post that time. Okay, so this is something which we all should be very clear, that no science, be it astrology, numerology, tarot, these sciences should not be used to induce superstition, to induce fear. No, these sciences are tools that you can use to know your potential, know your strengths, know what's coming in your future, so that you can know that whether you are on the right path or whether you need to change or alter your course of actions. That's it.
So I think she has done good reasoning about being a tarot reader. So I'll just explain you with a simple example, ma'am. So what, to my knowledge, what I have understand it is a very simple thing. Like you're telling that okay, if a person is coming to you and if they are asking the readings by just doing the tarot readings, then you'll be like, okay, these cards have come, so you must have you are going to witness these kind of things in the future. Consider it is going to be positive things, then you are going in the right direction. Consider it's not a positive, like it's a bad or negative thing, then you have to change your direction. You're not telling that it's a negative, you're going to change the direction. So people who believe in this kind of tarot reading things, and that's okay. People who are going to believe, then that's not at all a problem. But the people who are not going to believe this kind of things, I'll tell you a small example. So consider a pilot is going to fly a plane. Like if a pilot is going to fly from Delhi to Mumbai, so consider he's going to fly at normal weather conditions, like a bright sunny day. So it's like no need to worry about anything. Everything is perfect. So the before what the procedure is, the pilot, they will be doing this before they board a flight. They will be checking the weather conditions they're going to fly at. So like if they will be seeing any clouds, any vigorous clouds, like any kind of lightning is going to come, then they will avoid the clouds. So that's a kind of thing which is followed by every pilot each and every day. For every single flight they are flying, they have to take a look at the weather conditions, what is going to come ahead. So if it's a sunny day, then no need to worry about anything. But if it's a rainy day and it's the sky is not clear, having a lot of thunderstorms, then they have to avoid the clouds by just flying above, taking a lot of. Normally it will fly at around 34,000 feet, but now they have to fly at 40,000 feet in order to avoid any kind of thunderstorms, or it will be like simply to avoid the clouds. So the thing is that we are seeing that as a science. So the pilot is going to fly the flight, and if he wants to take the passenger safely to the destination. So he have to focus on the weather conditions which is going to come in the future. So in the same way, this tarot reading is something like that, something like scientific. We are going to see what's going to happen in our life. So if everything is good, then no need to worry about that. If something is not good, then we have to take the path in which we can slightly, even though like if something is because of the bad karmas which I have done in the past life, it may be like that. We can't even erase fully, but we can slightly adjust it to like a positive way, so that the impact at least will be less. So that's what I have understood according to my knowledge about tarot reading. So now we have come to the last session of this interview. So this is about theta healing. So I have being a student, I mean once upon a time I was a student, like I know alpha, beta, gamma. So what is actually called theta, ma'am? So this session of the interview will be about theta healing. So tell us, ma'am. So Parul Agarwal, ma'am, is a very famous theta healer in Delhi. So what do you actually mean by theta healer, ma'am? Because this term is actually very new for many one. Like as I told you before, like people who know about kind of tarot readings, numerology, and everything, they must have come across these terms called theta healing, theta space healing. So that's called theta healing. So tell us exactly what is the entire procedure starting from the beginning to the end, what you will be doing as a theta healer, and also does it come and sync with any of these kind of things like karmas or numerology or tarot reading, or is it really a very different subject like what we have spoken already? We have spoken about being a tarot reader, being a numerologist, being a past life regression therapist. So okay, but this theta healing is something very new term which is coming across many people's life. So tell us about the clearly what are the experience we can get by having a session of theta healing with you, ma'am.
All right. So theta healing is an alternative form of modality. It is relatively new because it was developed by a lady called Viana Stibble in 1995. Okay. In this form of modality, the practitioner, okay, uses meditation as a technique to connect with the client's higher consciousness. Okay. And through her practice and through her expertise, the practitioner can find out, connect with the client, and they can access their memories, even their past life memories. And again, just like the past life regression therapy which we talked about, in this again the practitioner will be able to see the past lives and the past memories and the beliefs of the client, and those beliefs can be healed and can be addressed, and they are replaced by the other beliefs which we call as a creator's belief. Okay, so basically this modality is used to heal various types of emotional traumas, physical traumas, pain management, lot of fears, phobias, relationship issues, financial issues, because everything is stemming from the client's belief system. So for example, if somebody is coming to me with a financial problem, then what happens is the practitioner will find out the background, the childhood, and they will try to access their subconscious mind through the meditation technique to find out what are their root beliefs regarding money. Okay, so if let's say the client has a lack mindset, okay, or if they have encountered certain situations in their childhood which made them believe that money, it takes struggle to earn money, or whatever belief they might be carrying, so those beliefs are addressed, they are healed, and they are given downloads. So downloads we mean that we technically replace those beliefs with the creator's belief. So there is a proper technical procedure through which the practitioner does that, and once the session is over, the client can see a visible shift in their reality, because obviously thoughts changes your reality as well. So when we are working on the subconscious mind, when we are working on the belief systems, it does make a difference, a huge shift in their current reality.
So that I think that was a thorough investigation we have done about being a theta healer. So I think we have covered a lot in this interview, right? Being an tarot reader, being a numerologist, being a theta healer, being a past life regression therapist. So tell us what is your favorite, ma'am? Because you have done a lot of healing sessions. So if anything, if you want yourself to be very proud about it, so what kind of experience would you like to tell to your clients who are watching this interview, like, okay, I'm good at this and I'll be able to, and surely I'll be giving you a very 100% success in bringing a very good positivity in your life, ma'am?
Okay, so since I have been practicing these sciences for more than a decade, it's been more than 15 years now, I would still say that till today, my favorite will remain tarot reading and numerology, of course, because that is the basis of any kind of consultation which I do. So, tarot is again my favorite. And also past life regression therapy, because past life regression therapy is something which never ceases to amaze me. Every time a client is regressed and they access their past life, the accuracy that comes, the relatability, because when the client sees the past life with their own eyes, the amount of changes that happens in their life, because then there is no room for doubts. Because if a client is able to see things from their own eyes, then there is no room for any kind of doubt or suspicion in their mind that such a thing existed. Okay. And I have seen people heal a lot of fears, a lot of phobias. I myself healed. I had a hydrophobia, I had a fear of water. I myself healed my phobia through these sciences. So I have seen people changing their lives. I have seen people becoming more evolved, healing their money issues, healing their relationship issues, healing their traumas, their pains, and all sorts of issues that they're currently dealing. So obviously, these kind of sciences, it just makes my heart overwhelmed many a times, because when we see the power of the creator working through us through these modalities, it's like witnessing magic every day.
So this is the very last question, ma'am. So via this interview, if you want to pass any kind of message to the people who are watching this interview right now, so what kind of message would you like to the world? What would you like to tell to the people of the world right now, ma'am?
All right. So one thing which I would like to say to everyone who's watching this video is that mind your self talk. Because out of all the practices and all the modalities that I have been doing and practicing for so many years, what I have seen is that often we say so many mindless things to ourselves, to others, and we think that, it is not doing anything and it doesn't matter. But every single thought that you are creating, every single word that you're using for yourself is creating your belief, is creating your life. Okay. So if, let's say, if somebody will say that, I'm useless, my life is useless, I have no purpose, I have no purpose, then that is how their life is going to be. But if you start being conscious of the self talk that you're doing, even when nobody is watching, okay, then that is going to determine the trajectory of your life. So make sure you always use empowered words for yourself. Make sure you always use respectful words for yourself and with others, and learn to respect yourself, learn to value yourself, learn to empower yourself, motivate yourself. That is how you will make a difference in their life, in your life, and others also. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you once again for your good message to these people who are watching this interview. To sum up this interview's kind of good message, think positive in your life and be positive in your life. So
And then see the positivity, surround you in your life.
yeah, the result of which you'll be having a very good positive life in your, I mean, kind of positivity in your life. So people who are watching this interview right now, please do subscribe to our Women Today YouTube channel. So this is the only channel in which many women entrepreneurs and working women across India and also across the world are being interviewed. And if you have any kind of doubts regarding numerology, tarot reader, past life aggression, and also being theta healing, so you can just kindly contact Parul Agarwal ma'am. She is in Delhi. I'll just mention her Instagram link in this YouTube description right now. If you have any kind of doubts, you can just comment in the comment section. So thank you once again for watching this video, and thank you once again Parul Agarwal ma'am for kindly allowing me to host this interview. And good evening. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. So this is the wrap.